everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here and I'm so glad you clicked on today's video. We are going to be doing the ultimate bookish video today. I am so excited because I haven't done one of these videos in literally over a year. I think the last time I actually sat down and filmed one of these was like fall of 2022. So it's been a hot minute. I remember having so much fun doing it. In this video, we do literally everything bookish related. We're gonna go to Barnes and do a little book shopping. I'm gonna give you guys a tour of my reading journal because I've been getting so many questions about it since I shared it in a previous video. I'm going to show you how I kind of like format it and how I get the cutie little mini book pictures in it because that's like my most requested thing. And then we're also going to do a fun little book haul because even if I don't walk out of Barnes today with some books, I have a ton of book mail to share with you guys and then just like recent books that I've gotten from book subscriptions. So we have that to look forward to. And then I think I'm going to top it off with a fun little reading sesh together. I'm currently filming a separate reading vlog and I'm trying guys to basically complete my April TBR. I decided that April was going to be the month that I put like 15 books on my TBR, and if you know me, that's ambitious. So I'm currently trying to complete my TBR before the month of April is up, and in that video I'm starting a really fun fantasy book that's by an indie author, so I thought it'd be really fun to top off this vlog with starting that book. But yeah, I have a ton of really fun stuff planned for this vlog. Doing a whole bunch of bookish stuff in one day just makes me feel so much better, and I feel like I've kind of been in a weird rut the past few months to basically help me get through these last few weeks of cloudy, chilly weather. I thought it'd be really fun to do a whole bookish video together. And it's like all of our favorite things wrapped into one video. To start off the vlog, I think we're gonna head over to Barnes and kind of scope out the area. I don't think I have anything crazy on my radar just yet. There are some new releases that are coming out like at the very end of April that are on my radar, but I think right now I don't have like anything special. I might pick up a new summer book because I've been hearing really good things about the Abby Jimenez book, and everybody is saying that that book is literally just summertime in written form. That's the plan for today's video. Let's head to Barnes. So as promised, I'm gonna give you guys a little tour of my book journal. I recently shared this, I think in like one of my weekly vlogs. I shared this with you guys and filled it out a little bit, and I got so many questions about where it's from, how I do it, how I make the little book pictures in it, and I'm gonna tell you guys all of my little tricks and tips with my reading journal. Not gonna lie, I'm definitely one of those people who like to keep it simple, minimalistic, and as easy as possible. I've never been someone to want to write like like a bunch of paragraphs about a book or anything like that. I like to keep it simple. First off, the journal itself, I have this beautiful gray leather journal. It just says book journal on the front, and then it has a little magnetic thing here to keep it closed. And then when you open it up, it gets right to the point. We have the book reviews here. We have a bunch of little card slots here. I like to keep book tabs in here just in case. For the journal itself, I actually got this a part of my Probably Smut book subscription. If you're a member with them, they actually send you a journal. So that's where I got like the base of my reading journal from. You can find a journal like this honestly anywhere. You can get it from Target, Walmart. If you check like craft stores, there might be like a better variety. Or if you have a little bit more patience and you want to get fancy with it, there's a lot of Etsy sellers out there who will actually customize the journal for you. And then for the actual book review pages, you can honestly find something like this so easy on like Pinterest, or if you just search it up on the internet. I'll take out my first two book reviews for you because honestly they've kind of changed as I've gone on to do them. The first one I have in my journal is Binding 13. All you put in is the book title, the author, the genre, and then the date. And then right here are the different tropes and favorite quote. I actually printed these two boxes out using my lean printer. And then down here I wrote my little mini review. So this is the first page in my journal. When I went to do my second book review, I did change it up a little bit. I ended up writing down the tropes and my favorite quotes. I honestly go back and forth when it comes to printing them and writing them. It just kind of depends on how I'm feeling that day, because sometimes I like my handwriting and then other times I literally can't stand it. And that's where my Lean Pearl 2x3 photo printer comes in handy, because if I'm having a day where I just can't stand my handwriting, I literally just print it out with this. But one of my most asked questions from you guys is how I get the little book pictures in the corner here, and I actually print them out using my Lean photo printer. So this is the Lean Pearl 2x3 photo printer, and it's what I use to print out mini photos of the book. It is so fast and so easy. It's honestly the best printer I've ever used. They were so kind to sponsor today's video though, and I actually have a little discount code here for you guys to use if you want to check it out and grab your own, because it literally comes in handy more than you think it would. I also have all the deets in my description if you guys want to check it out. They have a ton of different colors of the printers, but definitely my favorite part of doing my reading journal is actually printing out the little photos of the books. I don't know what it is, but there's just something so fun and satisfying about printing them out and then sticking them right next to the reviews. So with the books I did today at Barnes, I actually decided to put the pictures on the back side of the pages. There's all that blank room and it's kind of going to waste, so I thought it'd be really fun to do this, and then right next to it will be the book review. And then I'm thinking it'd be really fun to maybe decorate around the picture, kind of like scrapbooking is what I'm envisioning right now. Obviously you can do either. I think this looks really nice because it's just a lot bigger and prettier. But with this, what I usually do is I'll make a collage of 4 different book covers, and then I'll print it out on one piece of the photo paper, and then I just cut it up and use it. What I love most about this though is that it's so small and portable. I can literally take it anywhere, use it anywhere, and no one even bats an eye. It's crazy that I can print photos in public. Like, look how small this is. So anyways, I was using it at the cafe earlier, and it was so cool being able to print out the books while I was out. It's instant printing without waiting compared to instant cameras, which is so nice. You use Bluetooth through their app to print photos directly from your phone, and they also offer a ton of editing features in case you want to switch things up. It literally takes me less than 5 minutes to add a new book to my reading journal, and I just love how simple it is. It's also inkless printing, which I am obsessed with because the photos come out dry and they're smudge proof, aka it's very Alexa friendly. The self-adhesive photo paper is also amazing because I don't have to get my hands messy with glue. Glue is also not my friend. And then I haven't tried this yet, but they offer like a black and white film photo paper, and I feel like that'd be really fun to try out. It gives like that vintage vibe to your pictures. But this is my best friend when it comes to book journaling. I'm no longer gatekeeping it, so definitely check it out. Make sure to use my discount code, and I'll have everything linked down below for you guys as usual. But highly recommend. This is amazing. So we are finally back. I ended up having to run like a ton of errands today in between filming my fun little book video, but we are finally home and we're gonna do a book haul. I am so excited because I actually didn't plan on getting the books that I got at Barnes because I just didn't know that they were like there. I know I mentioned earlier the one book that I was kind of eyeing before we went to Barnes, but I didn't know that today was actually the release day for Emily Henry's book. You already know the damage that we've done. First, we are going to start with some really fun book mail. These are books that I've just recently received in the mail. There are 2 books in here that I've bought from bookstores, and then there's one book subscription one, but the rest of the books are all like book mail. So first up we have Vicious by LJ Shen. This is book 1 in the Sinners of Saint series, and I think this is a brand new release as well. It may have just came out today. It says he's bad news wrapped in a good suit. It might be a dark romance. I did read My Dark Romeo, I think sometime last year. I know that this author co-wrote it with another author. I think they do a lot of dark romance books. So nonetheless, this is very exciting because I hear really good things about this author, and this book is also so pretty. I love the pink sprayed edges. I'm such a sucker for pink books, guys. I don't know, they just make me so happy. Next up, we have King of Sloth by Anna Hong. This is actually an ARC version that I received from Bloom a few days ago, I believe. So excited for this book, guys. This is book 4 in the Kings of Sin series, and it's all about Sloane and Xavier. We've gotten like little breadcrumbs of them throughout the first 3 books, and I've just been waiting, patiently waiting for their story because there's something so fiery about Sloane, and I can tell this is going to be such a fun enemies to lovers. But basically in this book, Sloane is like Xavier's publicist, and he's a bad boy billionaire or something like that. She's basically trying to keep him looking nice to the media, but he just seems to be a troublemaker, I think. So I'm very, very excited for this book. We have Fourth Wheel by Abby Millsaps. I don't know too much about it, but I'm super excited to try it out. I love when I get books from indie authors because I feel like I find my favorite reads then. This is gonna be a fun little romance, and it's also another pink book. So we have Bite Me, Royce Taslim. This is by Lauren Howe. Another beautiful pink cover, and I know this is like centered around like a comedy show. I think our FMC in this basically joins like a stand-up comedy contest. It's something to do with college or like scholarships. I think she's having a problem getting a scholarship or getting money to go to college. She decides to sign up for the stand-up show, and when she gets there, she finds out that she's actually going up against her arch nemesis. I'm really excited to read this though because it's like based around comedy, so I feel like it's got to be really funny, right? Next up, we have Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I actually pre-ordered this from Wicked Words, and it came signed and personalized from Elsie Silver, which is so stinking cool. If you're not familiar, this is book 1 in her Rose Hill series. It's the same author of the Chestnut Spring series, one of my favorite series of all time, and I did already read this book, so if you guys want like my full review, real-time reaction, stuff like that, definitely go check out my last reading vlog. But I love Elsie Silver books. They're super easy and fast-paced reads, and she just writes like the small town trope and cowboy vibes so good. So when I saw I was able to order a personalized signed copy, I immediately jumped on it because she's one of my favorite authors, and I hope one day I'm able to go to a reading event or something like that where I can meet all my favorite authors. It's definitely on my bucket list and one of my dreams, so we'll see what happens. But next up, we have Taming 7 by Chloe Walsh. This is book 5 in the Boys of Tommen series. It's all about Gibbsy and Claire. Everybody loves Gibbsy and Claire, and we've all been waiting for this book. I actually picked this up on release day, so I've had it for a little bit now, but I'm so excited for their story. Gibbsy is one of my favorite characters out of the whole series. He's definitely like the big jokester throughout everything, but you can definitely tell that he's dealing with a lot internally, so I just can't wait to read his story and see what he's all about. So excited to have this in my hands. And then I also got one of like the first print copies, so the spine is actually ombre. And then last but not least, we have The Warm Hands of Ghosts by Catherine Arden. This is my March adult owl crate book. For some reason this run was like delayed, so I actually just got it the other day, but this is what it looks like, and I think it is absolutely stunning. I think Owl Crate does some of the most beautiful covers for books. They're definitely one of my favorites. Of course, we have these beautiful inside pages, and then the reverse dust jacket is just as gorgeous. I really like the art style they went with for this. I feel like it's also a very intriguing title, The Warm Hands of Ghosts. Now we're gonna go through the books that I bought from Barnes today. I only got 3 books in total. I really haven't been going out and book shopping like I used to, so I thought it was okay to like treat myself today. We'll start with the book that I mentioned earlier, but we have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez, and everybody is talking about how this is the book of the summertime. It literally just came out, but everybody has already read it and they're obsessed with it, and I've just seen so many good quotes from it. I've heard so many great things about it. I'm really excited to try this out, and I'm honestly just excited for like the summer vibe. Next up, I picked up Girl Abroad by Elle Kennedy. So this book's been out for a little bit now and I have just been eyeing it, guys. I've been eyeing it so hard. Also the author of the Off-Campus series, she's like the queen of writing hockey romances. I feel like I've been eyeing this book for a while now just because I like the whole idea of it being based around traveling. It just sounds so fun and interesting to me. And then of course it's a beautiful pink cover. I think I just have a thing for pink covers. And then last but not least, we have Funny Story by Emily Henry. I'm very hopeful that Emily Henry could be like a top author for me, especially at this point in my reading journey. I thought it'd be really fun to give this book a try and then see how it goes, and then from there I might start going through her books again and rereading them to see if maybe I just have like different opinions on them now and different ratings. But this is what the cover looks like, very cute and minimalistic. The spine on this is absolutely adorable. Like, are you serious? Nonetheless, I'm really excited to try this out and kind of give Emily Henry a second chance when it comes to reading. With that being said, those are all the books for our book haul in today's video. I honestly didn't plan on it being that big of a book haul, but we picked up 3 at Barnes and then I did end up having like 3 extra books get sent to me that I didn't know I was getting. So I feel like it made for a pretty good book haul though. I haven't done like a hefty book haul on my channel in a super long time. With that being said though, we are gonna end out the video with some cozy reading time, which I'm very, very excited for. I'm actually about to start The Veiled Kingdom by Holly Renee for another reading vlog, so I thought it'd be really cool to end this video off with some cozy reading of it. It very much reminds me of Powerless and ACOTAR for some reason, so I feel like this has a lot of potential.